What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction. Back with some more J-drama soundtrack, and we're going back to Hana Nochi Hare from 2018, the sequel show to Hana Yori Dango. And we're going to listen to another tune by Ohmama Takashi, which is to say, and as I've mentioned, I think in all of the reactions to the soundtrack, there's 4 different composers that worked on this. Most of them individually, though there are a couple tracks where 2 of them work together, but yes, this one is another tune by Ohmama Takashi, and it translates to Passing By. It's a very tender, minimal, and intimate sounding tune, like being in your emotional headspace and trying to figure out how you feel. I think you could interpret the title phrase, translated, in a number of ways related to the show, whether it's, passing by and noticing someone or something, or seeing yourself as passing by someone that you might otherwise have a connection with. So yeah, I think the phrase could probably apply in some different ways, and there's no lyrics, so it's up for interpretation, but yeah, it's a very sweet and tender tune. Let's give it a listen. This is from the Hana Nochi Hare soundtrack, and this particular tune by Ohmama Takashi, it's called Passing By. Beautiful, and I don't know if one of the tracks we've already reacted to features that melody, but there's another tune on the soundtrack I know I haven't reacted to yet, which is Oto to Haruto, which means essentially Oto and Haruto, 2 of the main characters, and a potential love connection from the very beginning of the show. And if you haven't seen, I have a full watch along of it over on Patreon, so you could check it out that way. But yes, if you haven't seen, I won't spoil it, but there's a will they, won't they tension between the 2 the entire run of the show, and ultimately that track, Oto to Haruto, absolutely features this same melodic theme, but it's faster and it's a bit like brighter than we hear it here, where it's like slower, softer, and more like, let's say, delicate. But yes, there's definitely some melodic motifs that occur on different tracks throughout the soundtrack. And yes, ultimately this one I enjoy the way we get some different instrumentation. It never gets too big, but I suppose there's moments where it's very like quiet and soft, where it's just like lightly played piano, and then we do get some strings and like a flute in a couple other moments along the way. So yeah, I think it's a really sweet tune. The whole soundtrack is good. It is, of course, another one where there's a lot of variety. There's tunes that have sort of a lighter and funner sound. There's other tracks which have a bit more of, electric intensity. I think the C5 one that I reacted to has a bit of intensity to it, and I think there's at least a couple others that we haven't gone through. So, yeah, I'll keep working my way through the rest of the soundtrack. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.